October, I was in a preaching track that Mike led, and he liked me. At the beginning of the week, he said preaching was not hard. The message was. Both of them are hard. But this week, Mike preached about discipleship, what it means, what it costs, and what it takes. And one of the main tools of discipleship is faith. And faith is something that few people struggle with. It's something that has really one definition, but it's relatively unknown. The definition can be found in Hebrews 11. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. That is faith's definition. With this verse, it's easy to understand what faith is, but now the difficulty lies in obtaining and keeping your faith. If we're being honest, we can all say that we have lost faith because we think God doesn't care, since He took your parent, your friend, or a family member. Maybe you walked away from God until He used someone to bring you back to Him. I personally haven't been to the point to where I've said, God, I'm done with you for good. But maybe some of you have. Fairly recently, my faith was tested in October or November, I can't remember. My aunt and uncle were in a car accident on their way home. Their car rolled into the ditch, and my uncle got out of the car and he was fine. My aunt was not fine. Thank you for that. It's great. My aunt was not so fine. She was flown to SLU and held in ICU in the medically induced coma for a week. Or a month. That is not a week. That is a month. I prayed for my aunt continuously until a month later she woke up and answered my prayers. Looking back, I find it disappointing that my faith wavered. Here's why. James 1:26 or 1:2-6. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And that perseverance finishes work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. But we are not alone when we are being about unfaithful. Peter lost faith in Matthew 14:27. But Jesus immediately said to him, "Take courage, it is I, do not be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come out to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got out of the boat, walked on the water, and came towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Here we see that Peter's overwhelmed when he sees the wind and the waves. And this causes him to lose faith momentarily. And even though Peter lost faith, God used that to make him stronger in Him. What is amazing about this story is that Jesus made Peter weak, but he was strong. Because Peter was a fisherman, so he was comfortable out at sea. That is when God molded him and made him weak so that he could be made stronger. Now going back to the point where one loses faith, it's safe to say that everyone has questioned God, but their faith is wavering. So you think you have failed in your faith. The great news about failures is that God is there to walk with us and encourage us, as it says in Psalm 23:2-4. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Here we see David's faith in God. The same David that hid from King Saul 3 times when he pursued David with an army. The same David that saw Bathsheba and cut the eyes for her. David repented, and God used that in his faith to to do amazing kingdom work. As God used David, he can use you too. But you have to have faith that his plans are good, even though it's hard to see sometimes. So do not doubt and do not waver. Be strong in your faith and stay that way. Thank you.